Alrighty. Well, welcome to the Monday night stream. I'm your host, Apartment39. Today I was thinking of streaming D&D, but unfortunately, because I have somewhere to be later tomorrow in the morning, I'm not gonna do that. I'll probably do it tomorrow, though. Probably. Maybe. Most likely. I'm really wanting to actually get back into it. In any case, while that's going on, let's play my... Well, it's my currently favorite game, Starfield. So, yeah, let's just go with that, yeah? Give me a sec as I... Alrighty. Well, I started a new character some time ago. By some time ago, according to my play timer, about like a day ago. Oh, shit. So, give me a sec. I got currently... Yeah, give me a sec. I got a new screen not too long ago. Your boy upgraded from 2560 by 1080 to whatever resolution this is right now. Give me a sec. I'm waiting for the game to load in before I alt-tab, because God forbid I do it in the loading screen. Yeah, give me a sec. I see the problem right now. I'm woefully aware. Alrighty, excellent. Alright. Where is it? There we go. Much better. Alrighty, so I got a new screen. You probably can't tell because I literally fitted it to fit the resolution and screen it's showing. 9 times out of 10, it's coming up as like, yeah, 9 times out of 10 right now, it's probably coming up as a, just like 1080p, 60 frames per second on all platforms, to be frankly honest. So you can't appreciate what I see, which, you know, that's fine. We all have differing opinions anyway, you know, so we don't need to be unified in that sense. Trivial work. Right, so it's been about like what, a week or so, and a lot of things are right now in the questions, as it were. You know.
I can't recall the last time we've had any major issues.
All right, but yeah. So I guess I should sort of talk about a little bit, like.
Would like to join Sidonia in
Very practical to seal this off and make it habitable. Also rather visually pleasing.
Let's see, how many hours? That's impressive. Alrighty. What the hell? New homestead. So, I guess I should talk about, like, what's been going on lately. The answer is not much, to be honest. It's just been... I've just been more focused on working lately, that it's been sort of, Oh, I remember now. Okay. But yeah, it's just been... I've been working, and that's really about it. I've been trying to just do stuff, and that's it. Yeah, I don't know what else I could possibly say to really justify my missingness, so to speak. But yeah. Let me see, can I? No, I can't slingshot myself manually. Alright. But yeah, I've just been working, and then that's just been taking up the bulk of my time. I work during the night, so that sort of overlaps with my current, I guess, streaming schedule, if you want to say it like that. But I hazard to call it a full, dedicated schedule, so to speak, right now. In any case, it's sort of overlapping with a lot of things. A lot of things that are currently just like that I want to do a bit. That, and along with that, my personal life has just been, I hazard to say, chaotic. But more particularly, it's definitely been trying to be chocked filled with stuff. So yeah, that's what's been going on, and that's why I haven't been streaming more consistently lately, unfortunately. Did I level up? I leveled up, guys! Am I cool yet? Am I kidding? You guys don't care. Ah, maybe you do. I shouldn't say it like that. Hey, what happens when you give a guy that's really into guns a fucking AR-15, or sorry, in this case, an AR-10? Because this thing chambers 762 by 39 rounds, which in American is .308 Winchester. They're both synonymous, effectively. I may as well have an M14 ERB in my hands, because that's what it is I got. Let me see. Sorry, I'm just looking on stream right now. My fucking... Oh my god. Oh my god, that is awful. And yet at the same time, it's also not so... It's also not that, fucking horrible either. I'm curious now, because right now I got... Let me see. I'm currently... I'm just looking on stream right now how fucking dog shit my fucking resolution is. And when I say that, I'm mostly referring to the fact that the, let me see, I think I got it like at a high bit rate. Let me double check my encoder, I guess, too. Oh my goodness, alright, let me try... Let's try this. I'm not sure if this is gonna be any better. But right now, that should maybe alleviate some of the graininess. Nope. It's just shite. I swear to God, the game does not look like that on my end. Alright, but yeah, no, as I was saying, I've just been more focused on work lately. Like, actual work, you know? My job. To which I refuse to say what it is, other than the fact that I work at night and that's it. Regardless of which, yes, there's been some overlap, and I'm sort of been thinking about when to pick up a lot of the stuff I've been doing. I'd probably say on the highest priority, doing D&D solo, on stream at least, is sort of the priority for me a little bit. It's not the main priority, because I would like to go back to playing like all sorts of games on stream, but for the most part, it is like a much higher priority than like going back to play Code Vein. And playing Code Vein as well as the Silent Hill 2 remake, to which I'm just a big pansy ass. Alrighty. Alright, but yeah. For the most part, that's pretty much the general gist of what's been going on a bit. But yeah, that's just what's been going on for me a bit. Just trying to stay above board on a few things. It's probably the best way to describe it. I'm trying to sort of be explanatory. Yeah, I'm trying to explain it a bit while also not trying to be like full on like, oh, my life is lamentable. It is full of contempt. Whoa! Whoa! That sort of thing. So, oh, fuck.
Thank God. I figured if I talked myself hoarse on the comms, the cavalry would come. I was expecting some Freestar militia, but any...
Wrong. Rangers have come through.
You are a sight for sore eyes. Before Spacers broke into the outpost, I was relaying orders for Lieutenant Torres. Torres ain't bad as far as COs go, but would have been flat out murdered if it weren't for the... And I can't believe I'm saying this. The UC Marines. So, and this is important. You see,
Now that is something I was not expecting to hear.
Anyone willing to fight Spacers is good in my book.
no arguments here. So first things first. The makeshift infirmary isn't gonna hold. They set up on the ground floor, and the whole place is on lockdown, so you'll have to find a way there. Talk to, Lazama. He's the only...
Don't worry. Don't worry, I'll make sure this infirmary stays safe.
You are something else. Be safe, be bold. The dead...
Alrighty.
The spoils of victory.
Man, let me try something, because right now... Let me try a different color space, see how that comes out on
Hopefully they
stream.
amount to something.
Because my screen is currently has... Yeah, because my screen is currently, like, really got, like, primo friggin' coloring right now. And it's directly linked to my... It's directly linked to my screen. So I can't exactly demonstrate the new nuances of my new 4K monitor, guys. You're gonna hear me talk about that a little bit because for the most part I spent like almost $1,000 on it. Almost $1,000. I actually did spend $1,000 because I got like a mouse and like a gaming keypad, to which I'm not using right now. But still. The monitor's like 2 years old in terms of like releases and all that, so, you know, not too shabby, all things considered. Alrighty, excellent. I wonder what the thought of the guys in this freaking space must be thinking right now. They're just hearing the roaring sound of an M48. Sorry, not an M4A1, an AR-10.
Corporal Azama, Sea Marines, medic. We thought we were done for. I'm... And meet the esteemed doctor. Musa, right? It's his party we crashed.
Private Mahoney sent me.
Mahoney's a machine. She's wasted on this rock. And this... what the heck are you guys doing here anyway?
Yes. Yes. Astrobiology. We study non-Terran life forms in the settled systems.
I don't think spacers care for your research. No offense.
No. They've been trying to take over the whole system. For months.
Listen, we can't waste time. The Freestar CO, Lieutenant Torres, he locked down. I'm not sure how long we can keep it.
Last I saw Torres was on the 3rd floor. Near my office.
Take this key and get to Torres. Get to Torres before he's... You think he's a spacer? He's the one that cleared him out.
Super Ed, Ultra, and all that. Alright, switch gears now. Laser rifle, go! If only this thing was automatic right now. Oh well, I can only modify it until I get receiver upgrade 2. Anyway, so personal stuff besides, you know, trying to like actually keep up and do all sorts of things and the like. But yeah, all of that beside, I've just been trying to, just been trying to find the time. That's it, to be honest. Trying to figure out like what to talk about, like what I've been seeing on my off time a little bit. Because, oh, that's right. Let's start off with something much more lighthearted, so to speak. Yeah. So not too long ago, Pragmata came out, a game that I actually genuinely been looking forward to when I first saw it. It looked like one of those like psychedelic, trippy games, but it turned out to be a little bit more tamed by comparison. That beside, though, it did still seem interesting. To which, yeah, I actually played it not too long ago. I'm not probably going to stream it anytime soon. Unless maybe there's like a new game plus that I could go off of, because if there is a new game plus I could go through, that'd be great. That beside, though, it's a pretty good game overall, Pragmata. It's a lot more different, much more interesting in terms of its approach to combat and the like. I do want to like talk about it more, but I feel like it might border somewhat on spoilers if I try and like look into it, and as well as discuss it a little much for anyone that wants like a first clean impression. So I'll just say it's pretty interesting. Hacking is, hacking on the fly while moving and, shooting and all that. It's one of those things where it's like, wow, okay, didn't think that would actually work, but hey, it does. Alright, give me a sec.
Dinner takes all these difference, is it not?
Mineral oil or rubbing alcohol.
Alrighty. God, I wish I really had an automatic weapon on hand. Or at the very least, an automatic energy weapon. Yo.
Scientists here are good people. Every one of them that died is a loss for all of us. Are they all gone?
Thanks to the stranger, every last one of them is down. Some fancy work there. How many more are there with your unit? You got sniper support or something?
I gave the snipers a day off. Artillery, too.
Wait, you're serious? You did all of that?
Sniper support. Indeed.
We have to help Captain Young. She's behind the barrier door.
But she's not Freestar, Lieutenant. Our first priority is our men and our scientists.
She came in to save us, Sergeant, when no one else would. I will not leave her out to dry.
I look forward to meeting this Captain Mayong.
She's... something else.
But, Lieutenant, they're the UC. We can't...
Sergeant, I am ordering you to help us save those Marines. But how?
We got a security override key. If the Marines are still alive, we all work together. We should be able to save them. Or die.
There are soldiers that need us. You...
I'd be happy to help.
Let's do this.
Here's the security key. You take point. The captain's down one floor, like I said.
Alright, but
Someone's
yeah.
been taking out the spacers.
I believe it.
Hey. Cash. Yeah, I don't need the big bang. Currently, I'm pretty sure my character is pretty much, I would hazard to say over leveled, but at the very least leveled enough that he could probably just like outright fucking crimp people. Yeah.
Stand down, Private. What matters is they're here now. And who the hell do we have here? Another scientist?
Do I look like a Mr. Freeman to you?
Still be pinned down if it weren't for them.
Well, I'll be.
Damn, one time I wish I actually did have a crowbar.
Huh. You don't got the look of a Marine.
No, but I'm in the Vanguard.
Huh. More UC bailing the FC out. Captain Young, UC Marines.
Veteran of the Colony Wars, the Shield of Pardue Pass. Best damn Marine in the service.
Alright, ass kisser. Lighten
And
up.
that loudmouth is Private Psy. If she wasn't such a hell of a soldier, she'd be polishing latrines for the next decade. You've saved lives here, and that is something I won't forget.
Captain, all her Marines. Oh, we'd all be dead if it weren't for them.
You lot may be Freestar, but you're ground pounders first. I wasn't about to let you all die ignobly to those rabid spacer bastards.
Damn, fine to meet you, Captain.
You've got spirit. That's what we need right now. We've bought ourselves an old-fashioned stay of execution here, but it won't last long. The bastards are disorganized, undisciplined rabble. But they got spaceships and we don't.
Alright, let's
That
skim
means they
by
can
this,
keep
shall we?
dropping reinforcements until...
I got a ship.
Which means they won't drop the reinforcements right on top. There's too many of them.
I have a more immediate problem, Captain. If we don't act, the spacers could take them.
Damn it. What sort of leader would you be? But we need every trained soldier to fortify.
Mahoney said their last transmission indicated they were in trouble. If you could perhaps take your ship to the research camp and...
I'll take care of it.
They went dark not too long ago. Just go quickly.
Alright, so, now that I'm literally trying to get into the quote-unquote mood of talking right now. Because I'm scratching my head for like things to talk about, but it's just been utter chaos the last week or so. In terms of, I wouldn't say personal life, but at the very least in terms of like the topics I've been listening to. Unfortunately, as my job would partially dictate, I would say. I'm currently, to my chagrin, ingratiated towards being political, unfortunately.
World with living things.
Requesting further study of planet's organisms.
That said, I would rather not talk about it, nor indulge in that idea any further. Alrighty, let's see here. Don't mind me. I have a killer bot, a killer woman, and me, just a straight killer. You are safe, I promise. Now, kneel before me.
Too damn many of them.
spacers?
Corporal Mahoney's radioed you coming, but I didn't know if we could hold out. But you're a regular hero.
You should thank your lieutenant. Make sure you weren't left to die.
Torres did that. He's so damn green. But alright. Mahoney said for us to go to Grounds. There's a cave nearby, we're going to... Don't worry, I'll keep the civvies safe from it.
Tell Torres. Thank you. Thank you.
Alrighty. Times like these, I wish I could just hover over a point of landing and just go from there. What can you do, I guess. Alrighty, so my character is currently level 35 right now, to which that's pretty good, all things considered.
Mahoney said the research camp is all clear. I don't know.
Most likely decomposing in some unmarked grave. Good on you both for making that mission of mercy a priority. Our job is to protect the civvies and never leave a soldier behind.
That's a noble goal.
There ain't much room for honor in this damn business, so we have to hold on to what we can.
Captain, you should bring up your plan.
The Spacers haven't attacked yet, but they've been shuttling men down beyond the ridge. We cannot let them keep reinforcing, so we need to take out their ships.
Sure, a lot of them.
Ain't that the truth? But I'll take any one of the heroes here over a dozen of them.
I concur with the captain. We can't hold out if we don't cut off their manpower.
The Spacers have 2 fighter groups. If you take those out, So, launch that fancy ship of yours.
Alrighty. Altair 2. Alrighty. Let's do some flying while we're doing this then, I guess. Take advantage of the free lanes. So, as of late, what can I talk about? Shit. Let's talk about movies, I guess, then. Not too long ago, I actually saw the new Ryan Gosling movie, Project Hail Mary. It's a pretty interesting watch, if I'm being honest. Really interesting. It's, it's sort of like one of those disaster movies as it starts off. And, you don't know how the story's gonna end. But yeah, it was a pretty good watch, I'd say. Definitely a good watch. Damn. I don't want to, again, it's like one of those things I really don't want to spoil, but, yeah, pretty much, I think I could probably throw out the general synopsis, I guess. Pretty much, Ryan Gosling is thrown into space to try and save the world by investigating what's causing the, sun to go dark. Because the Earth is going to be going through a global cooling phase. And as a result of that, Earth is potentially going to die. And so Ryan Gosling is sent to Tau Ceti. Yes, I can scarcely believe the irony in that. Tau Ceti, of all places. All you need is a mad AI and just him going around shooting people with a double-barrel shotgun and bam. Anyway, no. For the most part, yeah, he's just sent to Tau Ceti to investigate. I will not explain any more than that because, well, watch it for yourself, alright? Hey. But yeah, it was a pretty good movie, I'd say. Definitely a watch if you're like into like more like slow burn type stuff. I'm trying to figure out like movie genres a little bit myself because your boy is sort of a Marvel head, for lack of a better word. Your boy's just been seeing mostly action movies with the occasional comedy interluding in. But yeah. Alright, but yeah. Pretty much that's what's been going on for me lately. Saw that movie with my dad. It's a pretty good watch, like I said. What else has there been? I guess this isn't really something I'm, like, willing to talk about more openly because I am not really so much into it, but I've been sort of looking into Records of Ragnarok. That manga / anime with gods fighting humans and the like, you know? You got like historical figures, like you got fucking Lu Bu, you got Adam, the first man and all that, and oh, look at that, disappeared. Alright, give me a sec. No, let's just focus on getting to the Altair 5 then. But yeah, you got like all these like historical / mythological characters. You got biblical Adam, you got Lu Bu from like Chinese Three Kingdoms era, you got Leonidas, you got Nikola Tesla for one ungodly reason or another, you got fucking Jack the Ripper, and I think like, what was it, more recently or last year or some, or as far as my scrying has been able to go at the very least in some extent. You also got, more recently, Simu Hayek? Yeah, the Finnish sniper that had like a confirmed, like, what, 500, 400 kill count? But yeah, that was the more recent introduction, currently. There we go. We've reached terminal velocity. I don't know why it takes a while when in orbit of another planet. But yeah, I've been passively aware of Records of Ragnarok, if I'm being honest, but I didn't really get into it fully in the sense of like, oh, you know, this is something I'm interested in, because it just seems like one of those like stories where it's just like, oh, this is interesting, and then they just like get into it like for a year or two and then just like sort of drop off a little bit on it. But yeah, no, I recently took an interest in it, more or less in a minor degree. I'm aware of the basic premise of it now, where you have, like, Brunhilde, a Valkyrie, who's trying to fight the gods to save humanity, but she has an ulterior motive to, like, not only just save humanity, but also more selfishly, apparently, to save someone she cares about. Nope. What the fuck is this? Is this a minefield? Shit. Okay. Oy vey. That was rough. Pulled through at least. Pulled through enough at least. Shit. Better stick around just to see if I can get any, like, good stuff nearby. Alright, but yeah. So, I'm aware of the basic plot premise, and I'm aware at the very least of, like... But yeah, I'm sort of aware of, like, just that much, but nothing more, I will admit. Although, I will concede this notion right now, is that I also know records of Ragnarok, because there's, like, art of Aphrodite, specifically, from records of Ragnarok, like, on the internet. I mean, it's kind of hard to ignore the fact that there's, like, two guys holding up fucking Aphrodite's tits. So, I mean, can you blame me? I'm not kidding, there's, like... I'm not kidding as well. You look up records of Ragnarok, Aphrodite, and you just see, like... It's like the first thing you see. It's either her by herself, or her with two guys holding her up. It's cracked. It's like the equivalent of looking up, like, is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon, and you look up Freya, and you just see her. Admittedly, though, there is a bit of a difference in the, what was it, Demeshi's, is it wrong to pick up girls in dungeons, Freya, and records of Ragnarok, Aphrodite, so there is that much I will admit a difference too. Speaking of which, I really gotta rewatch some of this stuff, actually. I have not watched many animes lately. I'm sort of still aware, but I'm not, like, in the, yeah, I'm just not in the proverbial know right now. Alright, I'm not gonna bother. Actually, I'm curious, how many ship parts do I have in the stored away? Do I have any ship parts on me? Because I know unintentionally I've just been carrying ship parts and... Yep. Alright, but yeah, so that's what I've been sort of getting into as of, like, more recent lately. Like, the last... well, just today and yesterday. Along with that, while I was looking up, like, a bunch of, like, records of Ragnarok stuff, I came across, like, an edit of, like, Simu, and it has, like, this, like, Russian song playing in the back from, that's made by, one, what was it? Shit, I actually looked her up, because that song was just, like, a real banger. I think it was, like, her name... Shit, you know, I'm just gonna look it up. Let me see if I have it. Ah, yes, here we are. One, Tatiana... I'm probably butchering the last name, but Tatiana Kudrkova. And the song in particular is called... Well, I'm not going to try and say it in Russian, because I don't know Cyrillic too well. That said, it apparently means, like, one and only, I think, if the lyrics of... if the English lyrics is anything to go by. So, pretty much, when I first heard it in the edit, I was like thinking, oh man, this song's a banger, what is it? And then when I looked into it and found an English, like, translation of the lyrics, to my surprise, and to somewhat a also partial, like, oh, it actually kind of makes sense. It's actually a love song. It's like the most aggressive love song I've ever heard in my life. It's like... it's like so aggressive. It's like, I'm trying to think, it's got like this fucking like bass and like funk to it. Oh. But yeah, it's got like this bass and funk to it, and then it's just like... And the lyrics just makes it sound like she's like raging off against the machine or some shit. And then when you look at the lyrics, apparently it's a love song, and it's like really passionate about like a guy or something like that. It's like, what the fuck? Oh. Sorry, I'm just making sure my stream is still on. Anyway, yeah, it's like the most aggressive freaking. Oh, give me a sec. What's going on here? But yeah, it's like the most aggressive love song I've ever heard. Because she's like going off and just like, I'm gonna make him love me and only me or some shit like that. And it's just like, what the fuck?
Watch for corners or hiding spots.
Potential hostiles.
They know this shit better than we do.
Yeah. Oh wow, these guys got the drop on me. Shit. Yeah, my armor is not... It's great against fair-leveled enemies, but right now... Oh. I don't have any grenades. I have a grenade. Toss it in there. Oh, wow. What the fuck is in there? Oh no, it's just a machine with a gun. Damn, these guys are fucking, well, I hesitate to say they're strong. But they definitely got ballistics that are like strong as fuck. Holy shit. I'm getting wrecked right now. Alright. Energy weapons is clearly not the way to go. So, time to bust out the Big Bang. The gun that I found literally at level 5. And I've just been using. Actually, I'm curious what these guys got. Nope. No, it's just tactical and automatic, so that's something, I guess. Alright, so this thing is just completely fucking defunct, it looks like. It looks like the crew probably just died out here and just... yeah. Curious, what does this thing got? Hello, sweetheart, what is this? Armor piercing. Fully auto. Red dot sight. Yeah, why not? Trying to think, is it better than the one I have currently? Which is... no, not really. Mine is technically better. I've legit just been using the AR-10 weapon in this game. It's great. I love it. Alright, but yeah. Alright, but yeah, back on topic to the Records of Ragnarok thing. Yeah, no, that edit had like that song that was by Tatiana was just the most aggressive fucking song I've ever heard of love. That's like the second most aggressive theme of love I've heard since The Godfather. If you know what I'm talking about, well, the theme of love itself is really aggressive in its own way. Anyway, so yeah, pretty much, thinking back to the song and the edit I saw and watched a lot, because that song was really a banger, and the animation that was attached to it was also a banger. Admittedly, it came from another person, but credit was given to it, and it was made by Animation was made by like a Spanish YouTuber, I think. I think, despite the fact that the song sounds like it's really aggressive, but it's actually a love song, kind of makes sense in context to Records of Ragnarok a little bit. Because you're pretty much having this guy, or the edit is like literally showing like Simu, freaking, Simu like facing off against like the god of he's contended with. And I'm just imagining now, it's like, well, knowing that context, this song is a love song, one could argue that despite this being a love song, one could say that it's probably the Valkyries declaring their love for humanity over the gods. And that's why it's so aggressive, is because the Valkyries, in the context of what I know about Records of Ragnarok, are the weapons of humanity at this point. They literally fashioned themselves to be their weapon of choice. In this case, Simu's weapon of choice was like a Finnish Mosin Nagant. So in that context, accounted for, to me, it's like, thinking about it like that, it's kind of like, 9 times, yeah, give me a sec, because right now I'm just dealing with this. 9 times out of 10, the guy that was making the edit probably did not know the lyrics and just thought it sounded cool. But me now attaching that a little bit sort of puts in like a grand retrospective bit. It's like, yeah, no, this isn't a song for like Simu specifically, but it's just the Valkyrie now, like fulfilling the duty to save humanity, or like serve humanity and like try and save them and the like. Alrighty, but yeah. So, yeah, that's what's been going on. I'm trying to think what else I can talk about, because I got like a good chunk of time before I close off the stream. So let me see how much time. Give me a sec. I think my Twitch just literally killed itself for a sec. Yeah, I got like a good chunk of time still left. So yeah, that one. So yeah, that one's just been going on for me, to say the least. So I guess now let's move on to like things that has been sort of irritating me a little bit lately. Because oh boy, there's plenty of that. Don't get me started. Okay, let me get started then. So, ever since Starfield's Free Lanes update, there's been an initial wave of positivity. And then afterwards, the termites just came out of the woodwork. Yes, I'm using that term correctly, I think, because quite literally, when I was like looking up like videos like, what do people think about Starfield, you know? I've heard that there was like crashes going on in PlayStation 5, to which I think Bethesda recently released a hotfix because it was related to quality mode. Yeah, I think it was like related to like the quality / performance mode options that were being done. And so I think they had released a hotfix over that. But overall, the reception's been fairly positive. However, there's sort of like an underlying spin to it that I'm not sure I can hazard to say that is a total flaw, but definitely one that should be acknowledged. The fact that the PlayStation numbers aren't as high as were anticipated, and that sales numbers was just like low. And a part of me is thinking, I wonder how much of this is because the internet has just sullied and decided to drag this game through the mud a little bit, you know? It's not the first time it's happened. I was there when X-Defiant was like, took off for like a good hot few months. And then just short of a full fucking year, it dies. This game that is, you know, modestly good, you know, one could say at minimum it's okay, but on a high note it's pretty good, like legitimately. The game was dragged for just being not like, I guess, a high 8 to a low 9 when, you know. All right, give me a sec. Give me a sec to articulate my thoughts. So, yeah. Part of me can't help but think that the reason why it's like so low is just mostly because the image around Starfield has been sort of tainted. Somewhat kinda by the decisions that Bethesda made for the game as a whole. You know, because initially when it started off, it was point-to-point travel. Now with the Free Lanes update, you can now travel a bit more seamlessly. It's vast, but it's still much more interesting than just seeing a black screen if you're traveling from solar system to solar system. That said, I can't help but think that because of the way the internet has received it, it's the reason why it's not taking off well is just because you got these big internet personalities as well as all these journalistic sites sort of like dogging on it. I can't say that they're dogging on it for the wrong reasons. You know, everyone's entitled to their opinions. There's undoubtedly, you know, objectionable facts that are here that can be critiqued about it. For example, technical stuff, bugs, performance. Some would say even the graphics, but I think the graphics is perfectly fine in terms of stylistic presentation as well as the way it's being presented overall. Some would have complaints with the story, even though I think the story is perfectly fine when you take in the fact that this is literally a microcosm in a big world sort of thing. So there's that. And it's also just like, sort of like, I'm trying to find the best way to describe it because I've gone through this game's content a good chunk of time, I would say. I know this game well, front to back enough, that I can definitely tell you the high points of, like, faction quests. One being, obviously, some would point out to be the, UC Vanguard / Terramorph quest line. Second being UC Sysdef, or maybe even third place, because, you know, some would don't like the idea of you having to play both sides, and, you know, it just seems sort of arbitrary, as it seems to be leaning in UC's favor. And then, you know, you have the Freestar Collective quest line, and then you also have the Ryujin quest line, and then you got some stuff subsequently following after that. It's like people love to like dog on the fact that there's no depth without actually tackling like things outside the main quest. The main quest is more or less an excuse to facilitate you going from point A to point B, whilst reality-wise, you're likely to actually look at stuff on the way. I've been in the middle of doing the fucking Ryujin questline for like a good chunk of while right now. And right now, I'm fucking out here in Altair taking on spacers, engaging in a firefight of attrition. What was this guy doing out? What was he's fucking hanging out here? He's like, nobody's gonna mind if I'm here, will they? These are the moments that's all for. Now, give me a sec. What do I want to use right now? What type of insanity do I have on hand that I could probably unleash upon these poor folk? Give me a sec. Where is my... I know I got like a bunch of like stuff out here in my back pocket. I'm just trying to figure out where is it. Did I sell it by accident? I did not. Give me a sec, I gotta drop off some stuff actually. I'm carrying way too many things, man. I love my guns too much, you know? Who doesn't? The sleek design, the compactness of it all. Just how it functions mechanically as well. Some people are gonna call me cracked for that. I say, if you can't appreciate engineering and design, who the hell else is going to? Let me try. Ah, damn it. Didn't get any splash. There we go. Look at that. Splashed him. Oh, gee, more? Well, blood for the blood god, I guess. Come on, then. Oh, that's adorable. They just fucked off. That's great. Alrighty.
These damn spaces. Too many of them. So many people.
That's the price of command, Torres. Every decision leads to blood. You can drive yourself crazy with counterfactuals. Focus on the good you did. We did, here.
Everyone's alive because of cooperation.
Huh. Well, just don't go saying that too loudly.
Everyone survived because of cooperation.
Both of you. I almost want to write back to the Freestar and ask them to give you a medal.
Now, wouldn't that be the damnedest thing? I could put it on right next to my meritorious star. You'd save me a court-martial if you just give me your thanks. Might be you want your medal.
I'll take credits over a fancy bit of tin.
Looks like we have ourselves an old-fashioned mercenary.
I'm not sure if... but I will never...
You're young and you've got a future ahead of you. I've been passed up for promotion more times than I can count. There's a million ways the bastards in command will ask you to compromise. It may hurt your career, but I look back.
I'd listen to that advice.
You see?
I sincerely hope I never see you across the lines on the battlefield.
If you do, Lieutenant, I will.
Not if I do my duty.
Alrighty. Nice. Free shit. Don't mind me, I literally just got like a crap load of stuff in my back pocket right now. Actually, speaking of which, how much resource do I have right now? Dude, I've just literally got like a whole crap load of stuff, man. I'm not kidding when I say I got like so much shit. I'm curious. Peacekeeper. Extended magazine. 60 shots. Well, currently I got like 60 rounds because I have an extended perk on it. Alright. So yeah, no, for the most part, I've just been seeing like YouTubers and some particular YouTubers talk about it. This time, most fortuitously, it's not my self-proclaimed rival and adversary, old Lucas boy. No, this time I have a new quarry.
Mine is currently whetstone, but it changes.
But yeah, currently I have a new quarry, so to speak. Don't take this seriously. I don't really have quarry with anyone. I'm just being hyperbolic here. Anyway, there's like this YouTuber drawn out. He's been pushing out like all sorts of stuff in terms of like callouts, if you could even say that. I don't even know if I could even say they're callouts because man, I can't even say they're like callouts really, as they're just more or less, you know, just more or less just like. I'm trying to find the best way to describe his videos because I've watched one extensively. Well, I actually watched a good chunk of them extensively, trying to get a beat of like his thoughts, his opinions, and to say the least, he's just sort of a. How do I say this? How do I say this more bluntly is probably the best way I could describe what I want to say, because he's more or less just a negative Nancy, is what I'd say. Well, that's probably actually selling it a bit short, to be frankly honest. Because most of his catalog thus far as I can genuinely recount, is literally just him ragging on Bethesda. And I can't say that Bethesda doesn't deserve such ragging. But at the same time, it's like, really? Just focused on them? Come on, man, change it up a bit. Like, seriously? It's like, that's what I'm sort of like thinking to myself every time like seeing one of his videos. Because like, every time there's like, it's him banging on someone that's like a studio that's big. And it just so happens every time, guess what? Bethesda. Just every fucking time. It just says, it's just like right there, just like Bethesda. It's like, come on, man. It's like the easiest, lowest hanging fruit. You can't be more creative? Come on. Give me a sec. Trying to like figure out what I want to do. Yeah, sure.
I appreciate that you have the skill to modify that.
Med theft. Yeah, sure. Why not? Shit, actually. Give me a sec. Let me double check something real quick. Do I have enough to make a... Ah, no, I need to get the receiver mod ability. Damn it, the one time I want... Actually, what is my receiver capability right now? Give me a sec. I need fucking 3 and probably 4 afterwards. Alright, fine. But yeah, as I was saying, yeah, for the most part, I don't know, just every time I see one of the videos that are pushed out from Mr. Drawn Out, it just seems like, is he even trying? Is the best way I could describe it. At first, it seems like, oh, you know, this guy, he's got some fair, valid points. And then afterwards, it just goes downhill, like, immediately. The best way I can describe it is sort of like as if he's... Like, before you had, like, earnest criticisms. Like, okay, yeah, you know, every Bethesda fan, and anyone that's, like, played their games and like, that we all have our criticisms of, like, how they've been doing lately, how Starfield could have been better. Could have been worse, for me, but, you know, it's currently, you know, trying to get better. I think if we all, like, came together with criticisms and, you know, actually pointing things out in a, you know, how do I say this? In an actual, you know, informative manner that we could get a point across, we could probably, you know, actually get stuff to change. But then afterwards, it just goes, like, straight out. Give me a sec. I want to see if this guy's got any, like... Damn it, he doesn't have any, like, fucking polymer.
Be careful out there.
Alright. But yeah, it's just... After a certain point, it's just like... He's pretty much... How do I best describe this? Because I've heard the same things being spoken about Bethesda since Fallout 76. At some point, it's like... Is there anything else you can talk about? I've been hearing the same things since 2018. Please. Please, change the fucking channel, yeah? I'm trying to think like specifics. Among them is like management, design, fire everyone at Bethesda sort of thing. And it's like that. What is that going to solve other than put people out of a job? You're not solving anything. In fact, you're just gimping and hurting a lot of other things as well. If everyone were to be fired for a bad game, to which in some instances it has happened, let's be honest here. I'm looking at Mind's Eye right now, to which I actually played and I found, I will admit, modest enjoyment out of it. But my point still stands that that game was a big stinker and that got a lot of people fired over it because, well, it didn't meet expectations. But at the same time, it's like still like, that doesn't solve the core root of it now, does it?
Take care.
But yeah, it's like, that's not solving the core root of like what needs to be fixed. And if anything,
The Trade Authority has access.
that's how I feel a bit. It's just been a regurgitation of like all sorts of like talking points that other companies have, to which, again, fair criticism, but at what point can we actually come up with a solution instead of just like calling out shit like Mr. Obvious or Captain Obvious, I should say, sort of thing? Like, come on. But yeah, that's my feeling overall thus far, is just in terms of like things going on in that circle, so to speak. Give me a sec. I'm trying to figure out stuff to sell because there's a lot of stuff I want to keep. I'm a hoarder, damn it! Right, let me see if there's anything on me I could sell, because I know I got like so much crap. Oh yeah, that's right, I got this Wakizashi I could sell. Don't worry, I got an even cooler Wakizashi in my back pocket. It's the Shattering Wakizashi. I just keep the hatchet because it's for the thrill of the game, is what I call it. After playing Resident Evil 9, legit, I just kept it around, just so I could call it the thrill of the game. Sell the shrapnel grenades, sure. I'm still trying to figure out how the hell do I have like a crap load of stuff in my... Actually, I do know why. It's probably because I have like... I've got like all this stuff. I should probably download this off into a fucking outpost or something, so that way it can be held somewhere. Problem is though, I don't have anywhere I could probably put it. So yeah.
Pleasure dealing with you.
Yeah, thanks.
My shift goes long again, my girl.
Alright.
Ranger?
Yeah, what about Captain?
Telling you, Bianchi, something's wrong with the boots you sold me. I wear them to the metro. Suddenly, the shuttle runs late. I buy a cup of coffee and the barista screws up my order. It's like I'm walking under ladders with a broken mirror in my pocket. And the only time it happens is when I'm wearing your boots.
So, what do you want me to do about it?
I want a damn refund.
Fine, fine. I'll take the boots back. Just don't tell anyone you bought them from here. Again with these boots.
What am I
All this stuff
saying?
is
Of course they would.
Absolutely.
Let me see here. Oh boy, that was a lot of cash spent on just .308 fucking Winchester. Yeah, fuck it, just sell what I got. I've got so many guns, and yet I want to keep them all because I am such a neurotic in terms of just keeping stuff. All these guns, I just think to myself, I'm going to use you at some point. Well, this one I'm definitely not going to use anytime soon. That one too. That one I'm keeping just because. Let me see here. But yeah, oh, this one's also another one I actually want to sell. Cutlasses aren't really that good. This one's got the mods I do want on weapons, so I'm keeping that just in case I want to bust that one out. I'll call that one for the thrill of the hunt. Let me see, is there anything that I can sell that's not unique, so to speak? But I just got all these like useless shit in my back pocket. Just got like I literally just got all this like relatively useless crap in my back pocket right now.
Watch your back out there.
Of course. I'm now significantly poorer. Actually, shit, I didn't check to see if you had any resources like polymer.
I got contacts on. Absolutely.
Yeah, you got polymer I could use? No, you don't. You have primers. I'll take those still because I need to boost my ammo.
Hey, take it easy.
And yeah, I need to improve my ammo chance crafting stuff. I want to go to Cheyenne because there's like actual... Yeah, I'm going to actual Cheyenne so I could actually get some resource stuff.
This is Freestar Space. Please hold your current speed and heading while we scan you for contraband. Alright, you're good. Welcome to Aquila City.
Alright, but yeah, shit, I kind of just veered off topic a bit, didn't I? Let me try and circle back a bit so I could give a finishing point of my thoughts overarching. So, for the most part, I personally think at the very least when it comes to Starfield and like its PS5 sales, despite people claiming it's to be a bad game, I honestly don't think that's the case. It's just been a series of unfortunate... It's just been a series of just unfortunate events, I hazard to say. But there's no better synonym I can think of right now. Yeah, I have no better synonym, unfortunately, for it. But it's just been an unfortunate series of stuff just... Give me a sec.
I'll say right up front that if... well...
Let's see, you got polymer and adhesives. I need polymer, man. Do you not have polymer? Take the polymer, thank you. Do you have adhesive? No, but you got alkaline. Yeah, with Starfield since launch sort of being dragged and people now trying to like harp and surround the idea and notion that it has always been a bad game and Bethesda has never made a good game. God forbid, you know, they made Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim, Fallout 3, Fallout 4, influenced New Vegas because Fallout 3 was successful. Do you really think Fallout New Vegas would have been made in this day and age if Fallout wasn't popular because of Fallout 3? That's a legit question, because I would hazard to say that... Yeah, because I would legit actually hazard to say that without Fallout 3... Yeah, without Fallout 3, Fallout would have just been one of those, like, games you would have heard about, and people would have just been, like, all retrospectively saying, oh man, this game is so cool, why wasn't it popular? Because who the fuck back then was playing a real turn-based strategy games? Yeah, who the hell would have been playing turn-based games? I know 9 times out of 10, for the modern audience currently, nobody would have been playing it. You think I'm bullshitting? It's true. Despite people loving to claim and clamor on about RPGs and all these, like, classics, no one ever plays them. I think I'm probably, me personally, I'm the only one that's actually gone back and made the effort to actually play them. Sometimes not in their original way. For example, I've done glitches. I've used Beamdog's story mode to get by just so I could see how the story plays out. Just to cheat my way through. But I made the effort to actually go through and play it. Give me a sec. Let's see, this guy... Ugh. I want to make a suppressor for my rifle right now. That's what I want to do. Give me a sec. I want to make a suppressor for it. And I need tantalum. Actually, real quick, let me see here. I need talentum, and I've already encountered it before, I would think. Let's see here. Where can I get it? Nesoi! Hey! Hey, you also got McClure, too. Why not? Let's go over there. See if I can't get some tantalum. And then afterwards I could swing by to... Let's see... Iron, cobalt...
Got some decent stuff in stock. Take your time.
Yeah, you got tantalum? You got tungsten. I mean, it's nice you got tungsten, but I'm looking for tantalum.
Have a good one.
Whoa, 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 what the fuck is this, huh?
Hey, get out of my way.
You wanna die? If not, I suggest you stand down.
Come on. This is ridiculous.
Look, serve your time, you'll get a chance to start over.
Maybe this is the wake-up call that I needed, friend.
Maybe you'll just pay a fine.
I hope it's a fine. I can pay a fine, you know? I can do that. Wow, never even thought about that possibility. You gotta be kidding me.
So, who's the guard that's gonna be freaking whatevering is my question now. Oh, there we go. Tantalum, just what I needed. You never really know what you have with the powers until you actually get yourself a starborn power that allows you to just siphon and take as much stuff from the earth as possible. Anyway. Actually, I should probably... Yeah, so, for the most part... Yeah. Yeah, thing is that... As a final wrap-up of my thoughts prior... I feel like whenever these people, like, talk about... Whenever anyone talks about Starfield, or hell, any other game that I sort of, like, disagree on the fact that it's bad. I think specifically for Starfield specifically, it's one of those games where it's a bit more... on a more unique side of things, in terms of, like, how it's actually meant to be played. Instead of, like, a full-on open-world scenario, which would have been great, if not, like, costed, like, quintillion terabytes to install. What the fuck? Oh, never mind. Yeah, if not, cost, like, a quintillion terabytes to install. I still think that people, whenever they talk about or even try and play Starfield, they never do so in a way that actually engages the content in the game. And most importantly is that they don't do it genuinely. Drawn out, as I mentioned prior, as like one of my recent quarries, quote unquote, with big fat quotation marks, because I really don't care much for the guy that much. It's just that when he actually made the effort to, like, play Starfield, my first thought going through my head was like, wait, so you've been criticizing Starfield and you never actually played Starfield? That was my first thought. My second thought was, like, afterwards, when he actually played it, and when I tried to, like, watch it, it was the equivalent of me watching DSP playing 007. to which it was the worst fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. Well, one of the worst things I've seen in my life. Because the guy literally just... First thing he did was, like, try to use the laser cutter as a weapon. Which, yeah, you can use it as a weapon. But there are better weapons to use. For example, you literally could find a gun, assuming you haven't glitched out for one reason or another. Actually have a gun to use, the Eon. It's not the greatest weapon in the world, but it's there. And it's actually dedicated as a weapon. The second thing is, he tried to play Terran Armada at level 2. Mind you, you don't need to be level 50 plus to play Terran Armada. It's recommended that you play it because you have like all the appropriate skills and the amount of experience to match the actual combat encounters in it. But I played it at like level 30, so like 5 levels below what I am currently. And I managed to get by just because of the fact that I actually prepared for actual engagement in combat. Quite literally drawn out, fucking played it as if he was going to get by with shit armor and even shittier weapons. Like, there was like no preparation put into it at all. Alright, give me a sec. But yeah, there was like no preparation put into like his approach at all. And one might say, well, apart, why should I prepare for a game that should just be ready out the box? Well, I don't know. Why would you go to war without having any consideration of tactics, formation, and what your enemy may or may not do? You're just gonna go in, fucking swinging your dick wildly before it gets shot off? It's like, that's pretty much how I was like thinking the entire time to that. It's like, how did you expect you were gonna get by in this DLC without A, either having a good weapon, B, having a considerable amount of medical supplies on hand, or C, having any skill that would actually leverage you to be decent in any sense of the word? Like I said, it was the equivalent of me watching DSP play 007. Yep, what's going on here?
You stealing my take?
No harm intended, just passing through.
Just step away from my find. If you're lucky, you might find another one around here.
Alright, I'll just get on board again. Alright, I got the tantalum that I wanted right now. So I'll just swing over to Voli, and then afterwards... Let's see here. Yeah, I got like a good chunk of time left still.
That's all we need. Enjoy Neon.
Alright, but yeah, no, it's just... The game is meant to be a role-playing game, not you playing Call of Duty and then afterwards eating shit the entire way through. This isn't like one of those games or any other game where you just like blitz your way through and just think, oh man, this game is busted because it didn't let me fucking one-tap the guy in front of me. Ugh. God, that... Sorry, I'm just fucking, like, legit, like, looking at the gameplay that was presented. Yeah, just thinking about looking at the gameplay that was presented, I'm just thinking to myself, how is anyone taking this seriously? Now, I will admit to this concession right now. He's probably trying to rage bait, to which he is most certainly... most definitely earned my ire in that respect. However, if it is meant to be rage bait, you got me. I'm not sure if you hear that. I'm clapping for you. You legit got me. But if it is meant to be unironic, and he is legitimately trying to say that this game's bad while playing badly, well now, you're just kind of speaking out of your ass a little bit, friend. That's sort of how it is, it feels like, you know? It's like... maybe come back when you're like level 10 or something? Or at the very least, you know, Level 5 when you have, like, gear that can maybe scratch the armor off these guys. I mean, it's not that hard to get gear, or at the very least a shitload of medicine, so you could then steal the other guy's weapon and then use it against them. That is something you can do. You just need to take more than, like, 10 minutes of gameplay to actually do. Alright, but yeah. Yeah, that's... Oh, boy. Oh, boy. No, that one just really got me, though. That got on my nerves specifically. Just the fact that, no, I just recently got the game, guys, and this game is so shit, and you just proceed to show me your worst performance ever. Oh my god. Yeah, just show me the worst performance I've ever seen in my life next to DSP in 007. I will not... I legit actually watched that fucking... I actually watched the DSP 007 GoldenEye gameplay, and oh my god, it was awful. It was like the worst thing ever. The second worst thing I ever saw to that was an actual joke made by an actual joke video made by a YouTuber called Dexter Manning, to which he played 007 the worst way possibly, intentionally, to highlight the comedy and... Yeah, to highlight the comedy of the fact that, you know, modern AAA games always handhold you. But by God, that was like the worst thing I've ever seen. And he literally wrote in the comments... Yeah, he literally wrote in the comments, it's like, this was painful trying to play it like this. Now imagine how painful it is to watch someone unironically do that now. No words can take away or describe how it was to watch someone unironically play like that.
Hello there. Absolutely.
Alright, let's see here. You have... Excellent, you have adhesive. You're already my favorite on this place. Let me see here. Got some sealant. Get some of that titanium as well. What else do I need? Well, Sigurd has already got like a crap load of stuff right now. Hey, there we go. There we go. Now I got the space AR, guys. Am I cool yet? You know, I've actually considered taking on the long barrel, but the long barrel to me sucks nuts. Like, legitimately, it does not do anything for me. I want to get the increased rate of fire on this thing. This thing is already pretty good, but I want it to be even better to my standard and liking. Oh baby, look at that though. All I need is this thing to have like a Hera grip, a Hera foregrip, and bingo bango bongo, I'm in business, baby. But look at that, Space M4, or Space AR, I should say. It's got the forward assist, the charging handle, and everything. Let me see here. Alright, yeah, I was right on the money to come up here.
Don't cause any trouble.
I'll cause trouble as much as I want, damn it!
I've got my eye on you. Well, that took longer. I hope whatever information Simon had was...
I was fast and efficient and you know it.
You've got a little spark in you. I like it. Now, let's see if what Mr. Rychek found was worth. Give me a moment to run it. Let's see. Well, well, well. Looks like our friend Simon wasn't joking. This is a sales initiative for Project Dominion. It's not an Infinity Ltd design. They didn't even bother to scrub the name, meaning someone never thought they'd... Come with me.
Alrighty, yeah. Wonder if I should get a new suit. I already really like this suit, but I'm thinking of maybe changing things up a little bit.
Hey, Ularu? What is this about? Who is this?
This is our latest junior operative. I sent him on an assignment to rendezvous with an informant. But here's the real news. Infinity Ltd has gotten their hands on Project Dominion.
Impossible.
Not only that, they're trying to sell it under their own name.
Of course they are. We need fines to investigate this immediately. Since you found this information, I am trusting you to help invest. You see, Project Dominion is confident. If Infinity
Sounds like a mess.
Indeed. A mess that I expect you to help clean up, and quickly. I want you to go see Dalton Fines. You've brought an enormous security violation, and thank you.
Alrighty, nice. Money, 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 and level, level, level.
Eugen CEO is no joke anymore.
Level, level, level. Boy, what do I get now? So much I want to get, yet so little points I can spend. What's a boy to do? Let me see. Which one was it that allowed me to carry more stuff? Shield capacity. Oh, that's nice, actually. Payload. Hey, what do I get? It's like legit, like so many decisions I could go off of. Rifles do more damage. Snipers. I'm trying to think. I know for a fact recoil in this game doesn't really matter too much. Which is one of the reasons why you would invest into like much more higher end stuff. That said... Decisions. Hold off for now, I guess.
Good, you're here. So, thanks to your work in Sidonia, I'm told someone here has leaked information on Project Dominion. A mole within the company means a failing in my department. We're initiating Security Directive Theta, which means a full sweep of every...
Don't worry, we're gonna take care of it.
We certainly are. Directive Theta has one unique case. The directive calls for a specialized programmer known as Nix to investigate her. But he'll need your assistance.
I take this Nix as a trustworthy source?
We don't deal in trust here. Think more in terms of mutual benefit and leverage. And in this case, it's mutual benefit. Nix will be giving you a program to run on Ularu's computer. Your job is to infiltrate. This means
Look forward to infiltrating my own place of work.
at least one of us is. In the meantime, I'll ensure all During that time, I'll be unlocking. I'm also issuing you a disruptor, which...
Don't worry, I'll be careful.
We will make a concerted effort to avoid direct conflict.
Good. In fact, as much as I appreciate the words of your associate here, any precautions to... You'll meet Nix at
Oh, hey, look at that. Novolite Disruptor. I gotta get a stealth beam on it. Let's see.
Interested in neuroamps most.
I'm not interested in neuroamps. Thank you very much. Yeah, I was considering getting one of the Ryujin suits, but I think it makes me look a bit fat. I mean, look at that. I'm not fat in this game. At least I'm not supposed to be, at least. I'm supposed to be, like, brawny.
Bye-bye.
Real quick. This is what my character looks like. He's not what you call lean, but he's not what you call fat either. He's like brawny. Notice how my character looks like every other Asian guy I've ever met. He could be my cousin, father, or something else altogether.
You know, Sticks, the city gets worse by the day. Vandals, thieves, gangs.
Here.
What don't you understand, Sticks? Crime happens because the people in charge let it happen.
I'm sorry. I did not understand you clearly. Please rephrase.
Yeah, you're sorry. You're always goddamn sorry. Try actually doing something about it for once.
Alright, I guess I should probably square this away, though. It would look bad if Ryujin Industries were to be freaking closed for an extended period of time, wouldn't it? Speaking of which, actually, maybe... I don't really often do this, but may as well. May as well get the stealth thing. If only there was a way to knock people out with my melee weapons. Oh well, there's always another time, I guess. Alright, give me a sec. Madam Savage.
Quit hovering. You're gonna make people nervous. You got an appointment? Cause if not, consider this.
Dalton Fine sent me. Let's cut the crap and get down to business.
Wow, nice to meet you too. Good thing you aren't with marketing.
Oh, believe me, the people that are in marketing will appreciate me having to be there.
It's yours,
Look, let's cut the crap. You want neuroamps? I got neuroamps. So let's make this happen, baby.
It's not. A break in neon. Well, now that depends on a lot. Ryujin is my second best long-term client. All right, you win. No wonder Ryujin hired you.
Yeah, like I said, there's a reason why marketing would love me.
Always. Your job is simple. Just run this little beauty. Once you're done, bring the slate.
Good. I wouldn't trust security here anyway.
It's nice to see you know more than just sneaking around and talking a good game. Here's the slate.
Starting conversation subroutine. Conversation over.
Yes? Yes, good.
Fuck it, let's go with like 3 people. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna go in with World War 50 on my back. I wish I was kidding when I say that, but I'm 100% certain Delta is gonna kill someone, and Andreja with her weapon is just literally gonna cause World War 9. 50 is gonna come from me, because I'm the one that has to cover their asses at this point. Now, let's see if I can do this cleanly and effectively. Shall I? Shall I? Yep, figured as much. Ah, jeez. Jeez, right now, Delta is the one that's throwing me off right now. Ugh, jeez. Yeah, Delta's the one that's right now just throwing me off right now. Let's see here. This is where the trial by fire starts to kick in. I do not have enough firepower to deal with this, pal. Eesh. Yeah, I'm starting to see why level 50 is starting to get recommended. I think it's primarily due to the fact, though, that space combat is going to be the... Oh god, here we go. Oh, sweet Jesus Christ, here we go. Yep, figured as much. Damn, I fucking lucked out on that. Real quick, I should showcase the difficulty I'm playing on right now. So I'm playing on very hard, very easy, which is pretty much advanced way of saying high-end normal, effectively. But yeah, effectively I'm playing high-end normal, where I think, what was it? I'm going off Skyrim's difficulty scaling, but pretty much it means like 2 to 2 effectively. So the enemy deals 2 times damage to me, but I deal 2 times back. And our defenses are matched, sort of. Actually, I don't think the defense changes that much, as far as I can recount. It's just the damage output changes, and that's it.
Thanks for doing this. We appreciate the help.
Where's the cap? Don't tell me the poor cap got axed. Let me see, where is... Oh, Captain, my Captain, where are you? Jeez, it's all the way up. It's all the way over there. How the hell did I miss this?
We'd be stranded if not for you. Well, welcome aboard, I guess. Feels weird saying. Can't believe it.
Things could have been worse.
Yeah, well, that's easy for you. Hold on. Sorry, it's just been
I get it. Well, we should get moving now.
Okay, we're all packed up and ready.
I mean, to be fair, you would, as a captain, normally you would say go down with the ship, but God forbid you're alive still. Well, your ship lives on with you. Just take a memorial momentum of it, and that's it. I got like a bunch of games I want to actually genuinely play, though. The only reason I'm playing Starfield now is just because... Sorry, I shouldn't say like it's the only reason. I've been genuinely playing on my off stream as well. The only reason I'm streaming it right now is just because of the fact that currently it's one of the more modestly easy games I can stream without having to commit too much time to it, because I know for a fact already off stream I'm just gonna keep playing it anyway. But when it comes to like actual full-on games, alright, but yeah, when it comes to like actual full-on games though, that's something that like I would like to commit time to. For example, most recently I actually picked up this little game called People of Note. Pretty much it's a music game, and I'm not good with music in the first place. I got it because I thought it was interesting, and it said turn-based game, and that's it. I've saw like one review though of it that says like it's like a bad game, but I don't know how accurate it is because it's by someone that I think is just, well, it's just made by someone that doesn't really play like broad scoped games, so to speak. And when I say broad scoped games, what I'm actually saying is they don't really play games broadly speaking in like other genres. They're proficient in like maybe like one genre or two, but they don't really have like the mastery to like go on and play other genres, so to speak. Like for example, I'm pretty decent, I'd like to think, with RPGs, but I wouldn't call myself a master at it. I'm competent in third-person shooters and first-person shooters, but I don't have like the skill set to match like, let's say, a quote-unquote pro gamer sort of thing, you know? So yeah, that's something like kind of like that for me a little bit. So yeah, I'm not sure how much weight the actual like review holds. In fact, let me see if there's any other like reviews for People of Note, because I'm curious, because it's literally just that one review. There's another review. That one seems modestly positive. It probably has like some criticisms over it. I saw some reviews criticizing the fact that the beat of the music doesn't matter to the turn-based nature of it, which honestly I'm fine with. I don't really care if it's like on rhythm or something like that, because in my own way, I'll just say that the rhythm is with me in my heart alone, sort of thing, you know? It's like, I have a rhythm, it's in my heart. Honestly, Freelanes isn't bad right now. I do like that it does now enable seamless-ish travel in a local solar system, though. I really do like that fact. It's not perfect, but by golly, if it allows me to travel space a little bit more, and I'm doing something already, you know, why the hell not? You know? I'll travel there. If there's something along the way, I'll do it as well. Making contact.
Welcome to Anchor Point, the perfect place to relax and resupply.
I'm trying to think about some other stuff right now.
Scan of deliveries shows increase in pain mitigation, medication, and antiseptics. Recent fight.
You've been in a scrap. Need that ship patched up? Well, I'm your gal. Sure thing.
Alright, let's see here. Could always use improvements to my ship. Always. Let's see here. I probably, more than anything, actually need a new reactor, though. Yeah, I'm probably going to need a new reactor. Because the reactor I got right now is fine. But it's not good as well. Look at that. Big ol' thing. Let me see if I could cut down on expenditure right now a bit. And let me see, because I got money to get a new reactor and maybe a few other things. Maybe being the keyword here. Question is right now, is this what I want? Because I think my old reactor still holds up, but it's just not... I just don't have the current optimal load, so to speak. Actually, I do want to try and maybe... let me see. So this is a landing bay. Let's go with the double-decker. Been too long since I last just used Nova Galactic stuff. Their stuff is pretty good overall, though. All things considered. There we go. Just reattach some stuff right now. Could I go for another is what I'm thinking for. Because the double-deckers, they come with stairs, that's why. Sure, let's go with that. This is the Oh my god, this is the most unorthodox look I've ever seen. Oh my goodness, okay, give me a sec. Let me just... Alright. Oh, it's exceeded the max. Okay, give me a sec. Probably could redo some of the placement right now, actually. Give me a sec to see. Let's see. It's currently exceeding the max width or height. To which maybe it's high time to cut down on some of the... Yeah. Alright, so this is what I'm probably gonna do. Alright, now I actually need, like, landing gear and, like, other stuff right now. Shit! Oh, son of a... Yeah, sure, let's go with this. Let's see, I need, yeah, so it's missing a landing bay and a dockers needs to be on the outside edge, it says here. So, alright, I see. So, because my thing is right now really high. Let me see if I can get a better hab here. Can I get a double stack single? I don't think I can, although that would have been nice. Yeah, why not? This is going to be just more or less just entirely Nova Galactic stuff right now, so... Alright. Let me see here. Still missing a landing bay. Oh, it's too high, the landing bay, that's why. Let me try... Alright, there we go. Now we just need more landing bays to square this all out, so to speak. Let me see if I get better engines or something. Let's see, can I get better engines than what I got? I don't think I can, because those engines specifically were like really high end. Right, let me see then. Yeah, if I go any higher, it's just gonna be like. Oh, hey, these are better. Yeah, shit. Let's see here. Too few landing gears still is the problem. I wonder if I get room to put structures on it, because this looks a little bit bare right now on top. Yeah, there we go. Look at that, though. No longer is an ecliptic stiletto. Now it's just straight up this ungodly thing right now. And I gotta assign weapons. Oh, that's right. I got like stuff that got removed, sort of. See if we could add those back in. Oh no, I can't, because it's obstructed right now, that's why. Let's bring it down here then. Bring the autocannon, bring the autocannon back down here. And let me see, can I put anything in terms of structure? Again, because this looks kind of like bare a little bit. Oh, okay, I can't. Alright then. Just about. Look at that. This is, you may not like it, but this is peak performance right now. Actually, probably.
You betcha.
Should probably actually rename the ship, actually. Let me see. There we go. This is the Star Drifter, boys and grills.
See you.
Oh, alright.
We should evacuate. The spacers could already be on their way.
And give up Anchor Point? Hell no. Why not send one of your people?
To attack a spacer stronghold head on? No way I'd give that order.
Then hire someone. One of the patrons, maybe. I'll pay the cost. Just do it fast.
Hey, well, how's it going, pal?
might want to get out of here while you still... Spacers are planning a raid on...
If that's true, well, I'm not going anywhere.
We'll do our best to protect you, but there's only a few. I can't guarantee you're safe.
I'll solve your spacer problem, but it'll cost you.
Once you set out, I'll talk to Mr. I'm sure he'll be... Now listen, there's no need for excessive bloodshed here. Take out the leader and good luck out there.
Just take out the leader? Yeah, like that's gonna happen. So easily, that is.
Hey there. What do you need?
Special request.
Oh, what would that be?
Because it's the right thing to do.
Fantastic day for Vacosta Vacusia.
Indeed it is.
Ain't looking for company right now. I'm sorry you feel that way, but I'm going.
Yes. Be gone.
Now that you know this is here, feel free to come and go at any time.
Alrighty.
Have us do war. While I'm sure all of us would love to walk into the Terran, we have no idea where it is. Unless you know something we don't. Please, enlighten us.
If you would listen to me, Fat Cat, I'm not saying we run around wherever, but we can't just be sitting up in this heap of metal doing nothing.
If you do please.
Oh hey, it's what's her name? Man, her voice is really going.
It appears we're finally face to face with our Terran killing friend.
It appears he missed one.
For good reasons, I'm sure. Come on. We have a lot to talk about.
We heard you fought those Terran bastards on the opulence of the star, but you also got them for bringing one of...
This is Delta. Found them on the cruise, but they're different.
Different?
Well, since it doesn't seem to be a threat, allow us to introduce ourselves. We are the veterans of interstellar deployment. As members of Void, we rep the Terran Armada.
Now that we've covered everything but our personal hobbies and whether or not we dot our I's with hearts, can we please...
As I tried to explain earlier, Mr. Wu, specifics are...
Tell us, what happened on...
Delta, will you tell them what they know?
Terran Armada attacked Opulence of Stars. Objective: kidnapped Dr. Roxanne Burrow. Compiling list of potential.
To attack a cruise ship for a mere robot?
Agreed. And if she's an asset to them, we need...
It's been a while since we've been in a... Which brings us back.
Partner! I like the sound of that.
Most people do.
Before we speak of this any further, if you are to be our partner, I have no doubt you know of the colony war. However, as far as the public, we don't know why they...
Of course, after all this time, colony war is still giving everyone issues.
That is how war works, no?
Whether you still want to do this or not. Besides...
Running beacon tracker.
What is it on?
Beacon identified.
A production?
If that's where they're building robots.
Delta, was it?
Correct. Able to...
Is this making any...
Somewhat. Delta's full of surprises.
Incorrect. I am not full of surprise. Beacon search assessment.
Sounds like Delta may be able to find...
Which means repeating...
You think that's possible?
Last time we got it from a Terran incursion. Easy enough to do it again.
Incorrect. Very easy.
If we're all in agreement...
And destroy any of their
Once you have the necessary data...
Good luck out there.
Alrighty.
Once we have that robotic system, we'll plan our next move.
Valeria usually knows the latest gossip.
Gillian Bryce. Likewise, I have an being controlled. Of course. I assure you. Let me explain. Occasionally, I have the location. Vertopia. It could hardly be simpler. I'll provide the co-op. You can find me here. I'm sure you'll find it.
Oh boy, look at that. Luxurious spacesuit. And the Apollo spacesuit. Oh, look at that. Isn't that some good old-fashioned nostalgia for you? Alrighty now. Let's see here. I'm running low on funds right now. I don't like it. Let me see. What can I sell that's worth a modicum of cash that I'm willing to part with? Well, I'm willing to part with the Terran weapons here. So let's see here. Yeah, the only reason I'm willing to part them here is that it's the only place you can reasonably get these weapons. That's why. So I'm just going to sell them here. I already got like a considerable amount of them on hand. So may as well just sell them here. It's not like I'm going to go friggin'... You know, it's not like I'm going to friggin' use them all together. Let me see. Oh god, that's cost. God, just buying a box of 308 Winchesters just cost me a lot. Alright, let's see here. Major incursions, all in these areas. Jeez, how much gear am I carrying? Am I just carrying like a bunch of resources or something? Guess I was. Jeez. Just casually have like a shitload of resources in my back pocket. A blue sun. I'm trying to actually legit remember off the top of my head when it comes to the... I'm trying to legit like remember the actual connotations of a blue sun. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be a new sun or it's supposed to be a dying sun. Or is that a white star, technically? Damn, I'm really trying to remember, like, the actual science behind it. Because suns have ages, and I think the US's, sorry, not US's, the Earth. Fuck, sorry. God damn, this is what happens when politics fucking is playing all day in the office. Anyway. So, it's where, yeah, it's where the usual is.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Hopetech's not bad, but you can't seriously...
Alrighty. But yeah, in, in our solar system's sun right now, it's currently just... I think it's currently at a certain age. I'm really trying to remember. Look at this, though. Look at this. Woo, baby.
Are you gonna out here more. Hope you aren't one of those micro or managing types. Both are bad.
Thanks a lot.
We won't be any trouble.
Look at that, got stairways, got ladders and shit. Where's Andrasia? Did I leave her behind? God, don't tell me I did. There she is. Okay. If only Delta could fuck off for a while. It looks like I'm gonna have to commit to finishing the Terran Armada quest. Because Delta, as a companion, he's great as a combat companion, but he's also terrible at everything else. Don't mind me, just ghost reconning this shit. If only there was a mod to like do lean and all that. You can technically lean in this game, but really it's just...
I'm going to enjoy this. Take what you must. Leave the rest for the scavengers.
Okay. I wonder if Bethesda's gonna add any of the animation tools to the creation kit sometime soon. Because it would be nice to have new animations to play around with. I don't mean just like, I don't mean just, you know, pelvic pinochle, by the way. It'd be nice to actually see, like, somewhat like a lean animation. I know that Fallout 4 specifically, I used this mod called, like, what was it? It's like, it was like easy shooting or something like that, that allowed you to have, like, a bunch of, like, sway. Yeah, you had, like, weapon sway as well as also, like, the ability to lean. God, more games need the ability for you to lean corners, you know? It's a lost art, leaning. Sometimes your boy wants to check the corner, and he doesn't want to be in first-person mode to do it. Sometimes your boy wants to have, like, a literal clear angle as to, like, where... as to where it is. Alrighty. It looks like we've just hit curtain call, it seems like, about. Well, let's have a final send-off, shall we? Yeah, let's have a final few send-off before that, yeah? God, I am just in love with this gun right now. Not just because I frickin' modified the ever-living hell out of it, but there's very few instances where I can just play around with an M4 in an open-world game. Or just an AR platform weapon. Jeez. I can just see it now, already. Starfield Creation Club, M4A1 by Nova Flinch. Either that or HyperX. Either one of those two guys. Hopefully Nova Flinch, though, because, I like FX0X01 for their model work, but I would prefer...
Place like this bring back fond memories of your time as a miner? There's no guarantee we will discover mineral deposits in this cave, but we should look nonetheless.
Don't mind me, I'm just shooting with irons. You know, I actually do want to get, like, better reloading speed, but that's not until, like, the third tree line. Wonder if there's any way to increase my accuracy. That's what I'm thinking right now. Range is always going to be important, despite it not being obvious, but I feel like particularly accuracy is like one of those things that does dictate like recoil and all that. A space marine, oh sorry, not marine, space guard is just running through the systems. That's cute. Thought you had a chance. Now, if only I had an M203 grenade launcher attached to this thing, my fantasy of just having a tactical space gun will be complete. Because you know what you need? You need an underbarrel grenade launcher that shoots alongside bullets. I double stacked with this magazine, bitch. It looks like a 30 rounder, but in reality it's a 60 rounder. Funnily enough, I actually did originally have this thing with an extended magazine, but due to, I think, I would like to imagine due to maybe a limitation of the game, or at the very least the weapon itself, it does not allow me to reach threshold of 100 with this thing. The highest amounts I'm able to get with the ballistic rifle here is about 80 bullets. But yeah, the highest rounds I'm able to carry with this gun is 80 bullets, which is honestly not bad.
Anything here worth taking?
It's not bad, but it's not what I would call optimal, more or less due to the fact that I just get reduced ammo capacity. I just get like a minor boost to ammo capacity because it goes up to 80 instead of like I don't know, let's say like 120 or something like that. And so just that's the highest I get. So I figured I'd just go for the tactical magazine to get an improved reload speed and everything else attached to it. I would like to get armor piercing, just because I know for a fact armor bypass is just going to be more important. But still, that's for now, until I can actually get armor piercing. I'm going to have to stick to the tactical magazine.
Some sort of mining. Big enough that they constructed this.
Man, my ship is just so strong, and that's just because I invested in astrophysics.
Need a break from traveling the free lanes? We're here to serve you.
Alrighty.
Logging areas of improvement for Maddie Wings records.
Take out the leader. That should be enough. Really? We're in your debt, friend. We don't hear those words very often in Echo. Here, compliments of feel free to enjoy it.
3,000. Nice.
It's said that the bargain is very well.
Alrighty, let's see here. Full auto. Sure, just sell this, I guess.
Will that be all?
Let's see, there's the other...
It's out there all around us. The ship that just... You must be relieved. Well, maybe you just haven't stopped to consider the hazards of... Think about it. There's... Not to mention, Mike, you think your ship will... That's all?
Very fatalistic outlook.
Nothing I said is a lie. All that stands between... Good luck getting a decent night. In any case... So... Do you ever lay on your back and look up at the stars? See, for me, that never felt like looking up. At any moment, I was afraid that gravity could, I guess, after a while. Okay.
She just goes off on having like, oh my god, this place is gonna fall apart. It's gonna fall apart. Anyway, let's see if I can get you all sorted out. I keep on thinking I'm gonna use some of these things, when in reality I know I'm not really gonna use it that much. Well, then again, I'm just looking for the right thing to replace it with.
Oh, my time's up? Okay.
Hey, you.
If you're looking for work, I need someone to do a job for me.
Depends on what the job is.
I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I'm looking for someone that is willing to kill people. Are you that?
Give me the details.
Good. This is the target. Take them out.
Hired a gun. Is Anchor Point pretty much a central hub for more Radiant quests to be available?
Hey, hold up.
What the fuck is this?
So I heard what you did for the station, taking out those spacers, and since you look like you're on your way out, I was hoping you could do me a wee teeny tiny favor.
Sure, let's hear it.
You, my friend, are a lifesaver. It'll be the easiest thing you've ever done. It's basically house sitting for my sister. Just water a few plants, feed a little Millie whale until she gets home, and you're done.
Such work is beneath us. But it does sound oddly satisfying.
Count us in.
You're the best. Here's the key to Atka's house. It's a small house on Mufreed 4, and the Millie whale's name is Millie. Original, I know, but that's my sister for you. Find me back here sometime when you're done.
What's behind this door, I wonder?
Need something for your ship? I've got you covered.
Actually, I'm curious. I got probably a good enough amount of cash to get like more... to theoretically get more gear on it. Although, let me see. What would it even be under? I'm trying to remember, because I remember having like a bunch of stuff on hand.
Oh, we're done.
Oh, don't sound so disappointed now. Oh, we're done now, are we? So yeah, we're done. What, you expect me to ask about your life? Alright, let me see here. Okay. So I currently have an actual mag storm that's now... oh, never mind. Damn, I was hoping to store this thing. Now let's finish with a Terran incursion, shall we? Alright, let's finish with a incursion instead. Let that be our final song for the day. Man, I love it when the animation just plays. Always gets you a moment to be hyped. Hype! 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 Now what the fuck is this now? accidentally hit my future fiance. Fuck. Damn it, Delta, you're causing me to fucking lose out, man. What we got here, though? You know, I was watching a Terran Armada video, and I saw a bunch of people a few people were like asking, like, why can't we join the Terran Armada? Well, pretty much it's almost the equivalent of the Enclave. Well, joining the Enclave, effectively, I'd say. It's like you're not really supposed to really want to join these guys in the first place. Well, why not? I want to join the Enclave and Fallout as well. So, you really want to join a death cult, is what you're saying. The thing is with the Enclave is that they legit have, like, almost no future. The only reason why they come up is the only reason why they come up so frequently as they are is likely just due to the fact of, one, iconography, and two, it's the equivalent of trying to stomp out a roach. It's like, just when you think you cut the head off a serpent or killed the roach, it turns out you just fucking just inconvenienced it at best. That was a little anticlimactic, I guess. What can you do, I guess. But yeah, the thing is... Actually, now that I'm talking about it now... I want to check out the deserted robotics. So, final topic, I guess. I don't know why people want to join the Enclave and Fallout. I understand the appeal of, like, having this, like, idea of a militarized force and joining them and having, like, access to all their cool gear and, you know, being the bad guy and all that. But at the same time, when you think about it in terms of roleplay, story, and lore, they legit have, like, no reason anyone should want to join them. And they have no reason why they should have any player join their faction as well. The only reason why people want to join it is because they have the cool, nifty armor, is what I would presume, for the most part. Because in lore, they're just pretty much jingoistic. When you bring it down to, like, brass tacks, they're just jingoistic American soldiers trying to fight for a nation long lost. And if you take away even that patriotism and all that, yeah, when you strip back, like, all the patriotism and all that, all you got is literally, as I said before, a death cult that's more focused on human supremacy, but in reality, they're just trying to kill everyone in their way, and that's really about it. There's probably going to be more stuff that people are going to, like, contest over that fact. And, you know, sure, you know, there's probably some good reason, I'm sure, to join the Enclave for one reason or another. But it's not like PlanetSide where it's, like, that complicated, where it's like... Yeah, it's not like PlanetSide where the Terran Republic is, like, in the context... Yeah. It's not like PlanetSide where the Terran Republic, where it's like, you know, oh, they're just, you know, forced to be the way they are because they're currently put between a rock and a hard place. It's like, no, they're legit just... It's like, no, they're just legit bad people. That's it. The Terran Republic in PlanetSide, for example, or PlanetSide 2, for example, they legit are, you know, back at Earth, a legit republic. And the only reason why they're like the military dogma doctrine right now is because they have no choice and they're in the middle of fuck off nowhere, cut off from Earth effectively. The new conglomerates claim to fight for freedom and, you know, democracy, but they're realistically just a bunch of libertarian companies trying to come together and vie for power in this place that has no structure right now. And then you got fucking the, what was it? The Vanu Sovereignty, which is just a bunch of fucking, literal Scientologists, I guess is the best way to describe it. Here in Starfield, I want to say it's a little bit more complex, so to speak, when you actually pay attention to some of the lore. United Colonies is pretty much the remnants of old NATO. Yeah, it's pretty much the remnants of old NATO, effectively. They're trying to keep the spirit of Old Earth alive, desperately, in some form or fashion. The Freestar Collective is the frontier, mostly because they're trying to divorce themselves from the United Colonies' ways, and adopting a more, as someone mentioned, libertarian style of ruling. And then you got the Varun.
Terminal on the catwalk. With investigation, these heights do not bother me.
Yeah, House Varun, for the most part, at least without Shattered Space, the best way I can describe it is that they're pretty much, what is it? The religious country state, effectively.
Something will clean up whatever's left behind.
Alright. But yeah, House Varun, even without Shattered Space, you could just piece together. They're supposed to be like a religious state. Yeah, they're supposed to be a religious state. And then when you look at the Shattered Space expansion, you then understand a bit more, just like how much House Varun has just changed since the initial inception of their zealots and the like, to now being slightly more orthodox, I'd like to assume. Just because they're moving away from the idea of the Serpent's Crusade. You can restart it, but that's more or less optional, and a lot of people would prefer not to do so. Alright, but yeah. Now we have the Terran Armada. Now, from what Laura actually was able to piece together, the Terran Armada is meant to be more or less a splinter faction between Freestar Space as well as the United Colonies. The reason why they splintered so much is more or less because of actual differences between... was due to the fact they had differences between both Freestar Collective and United Colonies. Because the two factions were fighting each other when realistically they should have been coming together. However, with the Terran Armada pretty much dividing stuff further, and a lot has changed in the 20 years since the Colony Wars.
In my experience, laboratories like this rarely produce anything benign.
Alright, but yeah, since the 20-year change from the Colony Wars, the Terran Armada has since sort of, I want to say, lost its purpose a little bit. As now the Settled Systems is now effectively in a state of relative peace. They're not tearing at each other's throats anymore, but with the Terran Armada now stirring the pot, it's sort of the equivalent of like having North Korea now all of a sudden wanting to resume the Korean War. That's the best analogy I could probably think of off the top of my head, to be honest. There we go. Hey, look at that. A modified mag shot. Tesla capable as well. Well, son of a bitch. It's definitely a departure from my shattering one. And this one also kicks like a goddamn mule.
It seems.
A full auto. Just casually got ourselves a full auto mag shot. Oh, no more enemies though. Well, God, look at that. That is disgusting. I love it. Just Alrighty. Alrighty, so that's the end of that, I'd say. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this stream. If you want to see more, I'll hopefully pick up later today, as it is technically the next day over right now. I actually gotta go to bed now. Like, yeah, I gotta go to bed now. So, I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, take care of yourselves. I'll see you soon. Bye.